What sparked this video today is a tweet from Des Kelly yesterday. However, what I want to talk about first is the fact that Kelly is not one man, he's not one person, he's thousands. He's the corrupt police officer that asked police to change their notebooks at Hillsborough. He's the head of an NHS trust that employed their families and stole money. He's the bad doctor whose actions resulted in people having unnecessary surgery. He's everywhere. And as long as we let people like that off, as long as we say it's okay, let's promote them, let's pay tribute to them, nothing will change. It's not about one case, because Kelly is not just one person. We have so many regulators and people in charge of them who have been involved in abuse or wrongdoing or misconduct in their own backgrounds. And if we ever want to change things, we have to recognise that how important it is to remove these people from the system, no matter how long or how hard you have to fight to do it. So that's the first thing. The tweet from Des Kelly yesterday I saw by accident, because obviously I wouldn't be looking at his Twitter. I saw by accident because it referred to him promoting The Sound of Silence, Art Garfunkel's song, and he says, I quote, I still find it hard to believe, hearing but not listening is a timeless sign of our times. Hearing but not listening. Oh, he must be speaking from his own subconscious. This is the man who heard horrific details of abuse. From day one, his first reaction was to hush it up and stop it and let the abusers keep working so they can keep hurting people. The Sound of Silence, I don't have the luxury of The Sound of Silence because I still hear the screams of those people being abused in his old house, and I will hear them until I die or until the day Des Kelly is held to account for what he's done. I was there, and I was there in the courtroom when these details were read out day after day, when the medication sheets and the poison and how many pints of poison were poured down Edna's throat. He sat and he listened. He even sat and listened to Maria Keenahan disowning her own statement when she was basically backed into a corner with the facts. And then he went and let her go into another care home the next day and do it to other people. Somebody that enjoyed inflicting pain, somebody that took pleasure from harming people, he thought that was all right to let her work in other care homes, even though social services said she couldn't. The fact is, Des Kelly, I've just found out, is also a trustee of the Relatives and Residents Association, a charity run by Judy Downey, who we personally contacted when we came out of his old house for help. She had copies of the Registration and Inspection Unit, who were the regulator, their statement about Des Kelly's misconduct, and also the inquiry report that said we were telling the truth about the abuse. She had all of that, and I've got the letters and the documents to prove she had it, because I keep postage proofs for years. So I know she's had it, and she wrote back to us and she said she couldn't help us. So she then goes and asks Des Kelly to be a trustee of her charity. This is what you're fighting. You're not just trying to stop the abuse. You just report the abuse, you think you'll stop the abuse, because that did not happen. What we faced is the corruption and the rot in charities that were supposed to be speaking out for vulnerable people, and that's why I founded Compassion and Care, and that's why I wrote into our constitution, we'll never take money from government sources or from care industry sources, and by God we have no abusers as trustees of our charity, because they would be run out of town. Kelly thought care assistants, who's going to listen to them? He never thought I'd be sitting here today as the director of a national charity, and he thinks that I will go away. I'm sorry, but I will never go away. And do you know why? Because I can still hear their screams. And because Edna and Grace and Dot and all the other people who suffered, they will have justice. And Mr. Kelly, you can run, but you can't hide, because the truth is coming for you.